So hello once again, my friend Tony. Welcome back to the show. And for this part of the show, I really want to talk about how we got to this point. You know, this is the 11th and final week of the spring seasonal 2023, and you've made it to the grand final. So let's start with your very first game of the group stage, week 1. You played OPBHB.
It was the first seasonal game and we want to put everything there because we don't want to lose like the early games, because we had one big team meeting where we all just met in real life. So if we would have lost one game in the early game, I would say, then we would have not made this whole meeting. So it was a big pressure.
So I think it's nice to kind of get that momentum on the first game where like it goes really well, you feel good, and you probably feel good going into the second week. Is that right?
The second week was kind of tough. In the beginning, it was kind of like we get the mid cap, we have like big mech control.
And yeah, the initial capture. That was the explosion, but it did not take out the tank.
And there happens like a little mistake. One of our snipers just shot the one artillery guy. So our whole team got a penalty, so 10 people got punished.
Big gamble contested. Profex and Doctor running over, taking down the garrison. That might be the end there. That garrison is going to go in a moment as well. Doctor takes it down in a second. It's not getting stopped. Doctor takes on the garrison. That might be... Oh! It could be both sides. KRG also...
We did manage to pull off a cheeky push from behind and take our second point back. We did cap Hospice for the briefest of moments, and then 116 really identified that they were in danger, and they pulled everything back and swept us quickly away.
But sure, they're defending the point, and they're also taking Hospice. Because Hospice... What? What is this? KRT is captured!
You don't want to know how the people were screaming in the command chat, like, what the hell is going on? In the end, we just managed to get back up, and then we start and got Hospice back.
You don't play another game again until week 5 of the group stage, and this game was ESPT, Esprit de Corps. Tell me about this game here.
We played well, we got the mid cap, and then after that, I think about a long time, we start to get pressure on the 4th cap.
Alright, let's see. They've closed off the attack from cattle shed, or front door on cattle sheds by the looks of it. However, breed court. Wow.
Oh. Armor was not having a good game. We fought for gardens for like probably an hour. Did end up losing it eventually.
And in the end, we won 4-1.
Now, your next game that you played took you to Stalingrad. This was against EG, a Russian team, and it really was the RP game of the season. What can you tell me about that game?
Well, we were kind of scared because we saw that EG is playing a lot of times Stalingrad, even as Soviet, and it kind of looked like it's a comfy pick for them. The guys prepared everything. They got in their buildings, in the top floors, the anti-tank guns.
So it was, as I think, pretty close game. We captured the point first, but we can't hold it for a long time. They have pretty good infantry that pushed us on our front line.
Cormodini here, not messing about. Got his MG42, gets headshotted though, takes down the commander first. But will he have seen that garrison? We'll have to see. Rumiko could get his mark up for us so we know it's there.
In the end, we got like this huge map control again. We built up so good, and then we had like tanks carried us a lot in this game.
This Tiger turns around, driver's going, oh shit, there's a Tiger. There you go.
This brings you into the semi-final game against WTH. Tell me about Purple Heart Lane.
I think it was like the best map we could get against WTH, because WTH is a really strong team. They have good shooters. They're like top tier. So going on a map where you can just force every single player and run single corridor is like a huge deal.
What I can say is like, I mean, it was bad for us. For me, it was kind of a weird feeling to play in the semi-final on Purple Heart lane. I can say they played good. I mean, they made a good impact on midpoint with the looks.
Where's their anti-armor? Oh, that was a massive artillery kill there.
So we've talked to the Greyhounds about their journey to get to the grand final. Now it's time to talk to their opponent. I'd like to welcome Soul Raver, Mike Lowry, and Havald. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Hello.
So your first game was in the group stage, week 1, and you played 501 España.
The opener from them, I think we went through the north, and they just weren't there at all.
Yeah, there were nobody where. Basically, we could go to the next point immediately, I think.
Yeah, it was a really, really weird game.
Oh my god! Oh, that is the biggest spawn wave I've ever seen. And how is Mike just still alive?
I don't know what happened with 501 this game. They didn't really do. I think I don't think they really practiced. To be honest.
Getting that first win took you to week 2, where you played the Circle. What do you remember?
I remember
grinding.
Grinding, but this game overall, Circle did put up a good fight. I think they increased their skill level a lot over the last few months.
Might have just got a satchel on there. We'll see. Let's have a quick look at this. No satchel. Baddies spawn, pushes up. And DC taken the first cap here.
It's weird playing DC. When you play them, their confidence is crazy. I've spoken to some of their players, and you see it when you play them. You can kill one of their guys, but you're instantly traded.
Yeah, they did a good job, but once we'd capped Hugo's, it was kind of like unlucky for them, because the Hugo's for Axis into dugout is it's so easy to hold. So once we got through that, I think it was just there wasn't too much they could do.
Ninja on top. Needs to be careful his feet don't get blown up. Would there be one? How he's surviving there, but there we go. There we go.
And this took you to Omaha Beach to play Sesh. Tell me about this game.
Disgusting.
Disgusting game.
But are DC, are they going to play it? Are they going to take their time here? Oh, big artillery shell.
We played this one really wrong, but
after we took the city, it went fine, I would say. After we put
this,
the girls in front, yeah.
Yeah, this was one of them maps where we kind of we knew that to beat Sesh, because the ping, because their tanks are really strong, we knew if we kind of won map bans, I guess, it put us at a huge advantage. Well, I think we played well this game, but I think a big part of it was due to the fact we got Omaha Axis.
3, 2, 1, boom. GG.
Your win over Sesh took you to the playoffs, and you actually got to skip the first couple rounds and went straight to the round of 8. So tell me about this match against Refuse.
I was in mid grind. You can see me dying in the river all the time. I think Outbreak even had my POV, and every time he looked at it, he saw me in the best screen, I think.
But you can see how it is down there with Soul Raver in the middle, in the barn, surrounded by a Puma on the left of his tank, out making its way in. Glorious multi-POV action. And right now DC is taking WN4, one tank down, and Soul Raver also taken down as well.
It was very tough. They destroyed all of our tanks very soon at the start, so they got a very big advantage.
Anyways, this might be a fast one right now, because look at this. Look at this. Another tank down. There was the last Refuse tank on the hard point.
We had really nice control of this map, basically, because Ninja pushed north about the river, so they never could attack from the front to our point, and we just had to grind the whole city the whole time.
It was a good game, and we won 4-1, because winning 3-2 is just boring.
I think this was probably our this or the FOT game was our strongest game.
And I think this will end in a moment with a 4-1. Yeah, I think yeah, that's gotta be that, isn't it?
With that win here, that took you to the semifinal game. You're playing on Carentan. Your opponent is FOC. Tell me about Carentan and how it went for you.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it, and they did well. The infantry, sometimes they were just, they're even saying they do the banzai charge, you know, like against inf, they did it.
Steven, as you can see, just crawling here. Takes one, takes two, takes three.
The game last week is, you can see it's a very tough one. The DC has very good map control. Like after they control the midpoint and trying to push north back, and which is very effective because our point, the next point for us is Mount Halas.
Are we getting anything on Mount Halas? We are, and with a dangerous, I'm guessing that's Mike Larry. And it is the one and only.
I can't decide on who I think has been our hardest opponent so far. It's probably Fock, to be honest. It probably was the hardest game.
That win secured you a spot in the grand final. Here you are. It's game day. What are you feeling about this game?
Well, I played the Greyhounds like I think a lot of times when I think 20 matches or something. So it's nothing new. So I'm just comfortable with it, to be honest.
We're, I think, pretty confident because Utah Allies, I don't know why people still think Utah Axis is so much better.
I'm really nervous, man. To be honest. It's like Utah Axis or Utah Allies. It's like who gets the first cap.
This game is either won or lost on the opener. So whoever caps it 3-2 probably expect them to win this game.
If you don't win, if you're second, you're actually just the first loser.